You mind if we drop you off afterwards?
What was that?
Mind if we drop you off afterwards?
What do you mean?
Back at your vehicle?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Hey, the Oppen Little Soul, we're going to have to break off. We just found someone we have to chat with. All right. Hop on out real quick. All right. Go ahead and place him in cuffs.
Turn around. All right, put your hands behind your back. Perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick 1, 2. Do you have your gun in your car?
Nope.
All right. I'm gonna take these combat mags off you just real quick. All right. Fantastic. All right. Let's load them up.
All right, watch your head. It's nice to finally meet you in person. Heard a lot about you.
I'm sure you have.
Been doing a lot of reading.
I will warn you now, I will need food pretty soon. I'm very low on food. Okay, perfect.
Hag, think of the 9 months. Let's go slim his car real quick. Mr. White, at this time you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do will be used against you in a court of law. Right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you by the state if one is available. Do you understand your rights as they've been read to you today?
I do.
All right, fantastic. All right. We're going to be executing a warrant, as well as a series of charges that we previously discussed, some of which we'll go into detail once we arrive. Where the fuck was this place? Over here?
Well, what are we doing?
I'm going to be cracking into your vehicle. You had multiple magazines on your person. After approaching you, I saw you lock the door. I want to see whether or not there's a weapon in the vehicle.
Oh, so that's why you do the invisible warrants, to get possessions. Okay, I get you.
So you've been having a chat with Hunter.
I mean, it's pretty well known. You have invisible warrants.
They're not invisible.
Well, to us they are.
Well, see, the thing is, you know, it's very much lawful. It's how it works in the United States. Do you mind valeting your vehicle here real quick?
I think you gotta uncuff me, but yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's always strange when someone complains about how the law functions while they're a functioning terrorist. Right.
Well, I'm not complaining about anything, but
right.
It's just kind of strange that you're searching a parked car that's legally parked. So,
sir, you're a terrorist.
It's just, yeah. Okay.
Vehicle.
I'm not a fucking terrorist.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna throw you right back into cuffs.
That's a nice ride.
All right.
Yo, your card game is sick.
Hey, get Ruth, get some backup on 15.
Affirm.
Oh, there's a guy on cops.
It's me, Miller. All right. Watch your back. All right.
Oh my God!
Hey.
How you doing, Miller?
You're
You the
good.
backup?
Nah, there was a 32 call here, and we were making sure
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Thank
I
you.
pull up on you, saw you, and I thought
All
it was about to get bad. Okay, you're good, brother. It's code 4. He's all good.
Take a look at this. Channel 15.
Yep.
Take a look at the trunk over here.
Cannot hear you on radio.
Radio check.
10-2, go for DOC.
Radio check.
10-2.
We need some backup. We got Frederick White in custody.
20.
Ooh. Yeah, look, we're going to be over on Morningwood.
76.
I don't have more space. Ruth, can you document the trunk and the glove box?
Affirm.
Babes.
Awesome.
Yeah, this hedge fund was like
Took a photo of the scuba tank as well as notice what's in the glove box.
You mean to say 15 or 18?
18. Yeah, I meant to say 18. Yeah. We're going to bring him down to BCSO, get him charged up. Multiple combat magazines on his person, combat pistol. In addition to that, he's got caffeine pills. Let's take the scuba tanks and those pills as well. We can ask him about it.
Transitioning channel 18.
We're on 18.
All right. Watch your head there. All right. Watch your head. All right. You got it all?
Affirm.
Did you notice the book at the bottom?
Affirm.
Let's take that into evidence too. And the honey lemon tablets. In the glove box.
Keep canceling on me. That shit's crazy.
All right.
Marshalls. Fair enough. Yeah.
Hey, from BCSO, please.
A firm.
I'm gonna go pull my car and then meet you up there. Man, he just came right to our doorstep. That was not unexpected.
Convenient timing.
Yeah. Once we get him down to the station, let's throw everything in evidence and get that gun run as well.
Affirm.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to keep your head down for the next hour or so.
Okay.
All right. Chat with you in a bit. I love that line. Sir, you're a terrorist.
I think I got a modeling audition. Crap. My bad.
Where the fuck did I park it? Oh my god, it was all the way over here. I'm gonna need a second. I gotta run my vehicle. I parked it somewhere I didn't realize.
Abram.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
I really like that there's a lot of scare around these particular warrants. Because what that does is it brings that right level of fear down on the
just
individuals.
heads up, Randy is asking for lawyers around.
Okay. Hey, for
Yep, I needed to go to the doctor today. Because the traffic is just outlandish.
Well, it should, because what do you call it? Keep in mind, like, posted warrants are only a, how do I put this, is a convenience factor for the PD. It is nothing lawful, and that has always been the case. If you have charges you can press, we can arrest them for it. You don't need, people get sometimes confused with the mechanics versus what the law is, and then will sometimes work backwards, including some of the lawyers, because they're like, oh, that must exist for X and Y reason. When the reality is warrants are simply a tool the PD has in order to search and arrest anybody. But our warrants are, like, for example, let's say I had an incident report for X, Y, and Z, and that didn't turn into a warrant. I could literally arrest them today. And there's nothing illegal about it. There's no, like, due process questions. Those are all things people have sort of made up in their minds to try to make sense of something they're not used to. We internally call them warrants, but, like, there's nothing special about them, really. Yeah, it's a mix between a bolo and a bench warrant. rolling up right now. So just to make sure we have this right, charges should be on the incidents where the marshal warrant just references them. Make sure that's all.
Yeah, the
in
marshal
order.
warrant is gonna stay a report. The incident is there. We gotta wait for. I gotta request a lawyer.
Wait for. Did you?
You wanna come with, Brian?
I'll be in. No, we got a someone in custody.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yep. Thank you though. Okay. Let me. Okay, beautiful. You got the apprehension report. Let me throw in the stuff I got. Oh shit! Did you take photos of the vehicle by any chance?
I did not.
Okay. Could you go back with Blunt and
He's
just
gonna
take a
run the
photo?
gun,
Oh, he's gonna run it?
but I can go back.
Yeah.
Blunt
Take my vehicle in the front.
I don't know. I think the request went through for a lawyer, but I have no way to know for sure.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm gonna need keys.
I got you. I took photos of everything in the glove box, the dispatch call, but photo of the vehicle would be good as well. There you go.
Radio check.
And 2.
Nope. Excuse me.
Do. Oh my god, my pockets are so full, bruh. All right. What this gun comes back with. Really? Not hot. Oh.
We don't set up interrogation. We feel like we can seize his possessions and like bag him up for DOC, but they don't actually bag him up for us. So I've taken his phone, tablet, and melee weapons off his person.
Okay, beautiful. All right.
Yeah.
Are they? Did you take it off him or?
No, I physically have them in my pocket.
Oh, you could. I would take them off him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might be easier that way.
Yeah. I don't know. You get a phone call, whatnot. It's a little.
We could like silent it and then put it in his.
All right.
Soon, hopefully. All right. All right. Fantastic. Mr. White, is there any particular lawyers you have in mind?
Robin.
I tried Robin already. He didn't answer.
There are no attorneys. I'm gonna go ahead and put a request in. Are these questions in relation to the charges you're getting today?
Wait, what?
The lawyer, is this representation for general questioning or is this for the charges today?
I guess both.
Okay, easy.
I also will need food, or I'm literally like about to pass out.
In a second.
I don't have.
So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to. I'm gonna put another request here real quick. Blunt is going to be. How do I put this?
Thank you.
He is going to be seizing the things off your person, and
yeah, he kind of explained that part.
Okay, beautiful. All right, there you go.
Perfect. Thank you.
They'll be all in the back there. You should be able to get them once you're out of Bolingbroke.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay. Make sure they're kind of bagged up here for you so that they don't get lost. Okay. Sounds good. Stand up 1 second. Yeah.
All right. That is all there. Like I said, it's all bagged up for the local DOC.
Perfect.
So it doesn't get lost. Okay.
Sounds good.
Hello?
You good, gang?
Yeah, I'm on my way back up.
All right, photo. Did you get the run the plates as well? If you don't
I
mind.
did run the plate. It's Frederick White.
Beautiful. Okay, I'll wait for you up here.
Okay, is a lawyer shown up yet?
No, it didn't look like your request went through. Try it one more time.
It did. It did.
Oh, it did go through? Okay, it did. Okay, beautiful. All right, see you in a bit.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Oh. Mr. Well, okay. Let me see if anyone has responded. You know, the challenging thing is when like you see like 100 different
things.
Yeah. I wish there was a combined alert box, right? That summarize all the alerts. Could you imagine that?
There is?
Wait, how? Wait, how do you see that?
All the way in the top right, your inbox. There's like close, maximize, minimize, help, and then inbox. And then your inbox, your unreads.
Where's the inbox? For some reason, I don't have that. Does that inbox disappear if, you know, you got your eyes open or?
Possibly. I mean, that's right there.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Okay. I meant like per like, you know, server.
Yeah, so look at mention.
But then if you're in 100, see, now here's the problem. If you're in 100 of those.
Yeah. There's some way you can filter it down, but I haven't messed with it in a long time. You can set only certain ones to feed into your inbox type thing. Howdy.
Hey.
He's got food, so he's chilling.
Oh my God. Today is another one of those, there's a million things going on and it's just one thing after another. But
yeah. Only get the raid receipt stuff done and then move into the subpoena. I don't know, honestly, that we have enough to subpoena Vince's records. I'm gonna try, but there was absolutely nothing in the house. The search warrant in the house revealed it. Nothing.
I feel like we should specifically. I mean, he's aiding and abetting, right?
But that's aiding and abetting. What, a hag offense, I guess.
Yeah. I will say though, here's how I frame it, right? I think there is a very realistic possibility that these keys were present with Silas for some time. It sucks. That's how the panel works. But I think that should inherently be the standard, which is if you own a house, you're responsible for who you give keys to, right? Yeah. And, you know, some people, I don't know, they've been out of town, this, that, and the third. That sucks.
It
I
wasn't
mean,
like he was a newly on the run person either. He was on the run for a long time.
Yeah, exactly that. So, I'd say that's the angle we should play, but that's also the angle that we apply to everybody. You know, sort of going forward, like the, easy. Don't see a response. All right, let me have a little chat. It doesn't look like anyone's responding. The broadcast has been sent out. If you'd like, we can certainly do this interrogation, and then obviously you have a choice as to what you wish to say and what you wish not to say. Perfectly up to you.
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
Okay.
Might as well.
All right. He's down. All right.
You still need some food?
No.
Obviously this is going to be sensitive. So marshals, with the exception of Riker and Maeve.
Okay.
And if anyone comes in, just say pause.
Yeah, same as last time. Got
Yep.
you.
Easy. All right. It is 4:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, November 7th, 2025. I am going to be Director Brian Knight, San Andreas State Marshals, call sign 0495. My left-hand side.
Name's Brooke Ruth, San Andreas State Marshal, badge number 087.
I'm going to once again advise you of your rights. At this time, you have the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you by the state if one is available. Do you understand your rights as they've been read to you today?
I do.
Okay. Could you state your full name and state ID?
Frederick White, 14613.
14613. Okay. I want to sort of kind of go over some of the basics here first. So these charges today, we'll get that out of the way, and then we'll go into the more broader details of things. This is regarding the stabbing of Mr. Valentino. That was, I believe, already charged also on Hunter as well.
Yes.
In which the individual known as Charlie stabbed Mr. Valentino. Ruth, could you read him the charges, please?
Absolutely. Let me just pull it up exactly what it is. The charge is one-time accomplice to attempted second-degree murder. And for today, your charges would be possession tampered firearm, possession of, believe it's first degree or second degree possession of oxy.
Yep. Awesome. So let's kind of start with the situation on the island. So I don't like to play coy with these things. It was pretty rather straightforward. I followed y'all. I witnessed it all go down.
Who'd you follow?
I'm sorry?
Who'd you follow?
I followed you, believe it or not.
Where'd I come from?
Well, so it was less of a come from and more of a I saw you on the highway. I think I want to say like 10 minutes prior to that, and subsequently came across Mr. Valentino's vehicle, which was parked at over in Polito. I think it was a Ford, or what vehicle was it, Ruth? Do you remember?
It was
It was
that
the black vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. It was his car. This was shortly after the, little thing that you, Hunter, and Brandon were doing. So, we're looking around, seeing what was going on. Maybe you guys were planning to meet, et cetera, et cetera. Long story short, we ended up seeing the vehicle parked up over by a little island. I got a little sussy bucket, pulled out my, my little tack gear, down a little bush, and I witnessed everything. Mini helicopter, the red and black boat, the four of you in a little circle. Eventually, that circle turned into the three of y'all facing Brandon Valentino, the stabbing, 4K photos. I'm going to be honest with you. I was fucking shitting myself because I thought I would have gotten caught. But the moment that stabbing happened, I came on in, saved that dumb fuck, and we ended up catching Hunter, and then you managed to get away on that boat. Don't know what happened to Charlie. I don't know why he blew up the mini chopper. That was a little strange.
Well, I do know you didn't follow me because I was not on the highway. I was on the coast for 30 minutes beforehand.
Okay.
With a scuba tank.
Huh. Well, someone was in your vehicle.
You definitely didn't follow me.
Well,
My vehicle was parked on the shore. So you can try to lie about it, but I'm not going to believe you.
Okay. All right. Look,
because from the time of when he got out of interrogation to when he showed up there, I was never on the highway.
Okay, well, it might have been 30. I mean, I ran the plates. It said Frederick White. I ran, and then I saw Brandon. I may not have directly followed you, but, we had little hints. Quite frankly, it took a while to make sense of where y'all ended up. But is there something you're getting at here? I feel like you are.
No, I'm just telling you that I don't believe you.
Okay.
That I know to be untrue.
Okay. Well, let me just kind of get to, we're going to find things every now and then, which I will get to momentarily, but I want to get over that sort of thing first, and then we'll get into the fun stuff. Why did you witness your friend get stabbed and not do anything about it?
Not sure I'd call it friend.
Previous associate, right? Is it because he fucked up? I'll tell you why I'm being so open about what it is we saw and how we what we believe. I'm not one to play coy. I don't think that's enjoyable, interesting as law enforcement. And I think with how openly some of y'all's operations have been lately, what drives me is understanding the why. The charges aren't going to change, right? I just want to understand the why. And for very similar reason, when I spoke to Hunter, and perhaps he shed some light on it, I personally cannot understand why a series of disenfranchised individuals would be willing to work together and put their trust in one another when at any moment their gang leader might say for them to throw the other one under the bus, right? You've got your circle. Brandon has his circle. Hunter Shirley's got his circle. Yet you were entrusted to do something for someone else. For what?
What are you trying to get at? I'm a little confused what you're looking for as an answer.
Well, I'll be direct. Why'd you let him stab Brandon? Why didn't you do anything about it?
Why'd you let him get stabbed? I'm sure he told you all about it in the interrogation he had with you.
Have you considered asking him? He didn't tell me anything.
Did he not? That I don't believe.
So you let him get stabbed because you think Brandon's a rat?
It's not whether I believe he's a rat and not a rat. He is a rat. He works with you.
Huh. Maybe he does. Maybe Hunter does. Maybe I work for the Faceless.
Maybe.
But that doesn't answer the question. Why'd you let him get stabbed?
Why would I care about Brandon?
I mean, you care enough about him to have worked with him over the past year.
That doesn't mean care.
Emotionally.
Working and caring are two different things.
Okay. What happened?
You said he got stabbed.
Well, no, I mean, y'all two were a part of 3POS at one point, right?
Way back.
Yeah.
That is true.
And months later, you're still working together. Not once, not twice, but for a significant period of time. If it wasn't Brandon that day who was stabbed, it could be you tomorrow. So I'm asking, standing there watching Charlie stab this guy, why did you let it happen when tomorrow that could be you?
I have no emotions toward Brandon. I don't like him. I don't hate him. He just is what he is.
Which is what?
Well, right now he's a rat.
Okay. Interesting. What's he been doing?
What are you talking about? Confidently working with the police? Is that what you're referring to?
I'm curious about the specifics.
What specifics? I mean,
Well,
he told me he can call you whenever he wants.
That is true. As can you. As can
He said
Hunter.
as soon as he called you, drop everything, and go to him to protect him. So I mean,
He said
unless
that to
he's
you.
lying, what he told me.
Brandon is probably one of the most annoying individuals. And you think I would
You're
drop
telling me
everything?
that.
You think I would drop everything to go and save his ass?
Depends on what information he's giving you.
Is that what he told you the day you watched him get stopped?
No, not that day. Talked to him much later than that.
Huh. What was that in reference to?
What do you mean?
Well, I don't really know what that would be in reference to, because after that situation, well, I'm not going to discuss what we've been talking to Brandon about. I'm sure he's told you some. Do you know about his statute of limitation?
I know he doesn't have one.
Okay. So what led him to say that? Like, what were the circumstances? It'd be a very strange statement for him to make.
I believe it was, I'm a gangster. I have no statute of limitations. And I said, you're going to get life in prison. He said, yeah, he just didn't say anything to that.
I mean, you have to look. I'm going to be honest with you. Brandon might be annoying, but he's got bigger balls than most people in the city, right? Being open to facing consequences for eternity is not something most people have the stomach for.
I can see it from that angle.
Yeah. We tend to handle cases with no statutes very differently. 30 days is like bank truck shit, right?
I can see that, but I mean, why would I ever waive my statute of limitations if nobody's even bothered to speak with me?
Well, I can't really account for what happened prior to our tenure. I'm not I know our times have not really crossed. We deal with more firefighting than you may imagine. In fact, you caught us right in the middle of another operation, but there you were, and you've been on my list for the past, I think, week and a half at least. But my intention here is not to statute of limitation shame, but rather to underline, I do think it takes a certain kind of person to waive such a thing. I can tell you within SASM, we personally would never use that for small dumb shit like bank trucks or squabbles, but rather charges that pertain to something a little bit more serious. Sure, people get shot up during bank trucks and fucking cash exchanges, this, that, and the third, but in the greater scheme of things, it's money, right? That's insured. Probably the whole reason our fucking economy's in the dumpster. But why do you think he made that statement? Because it's got me quite curious.
What about him being able to call you?
Yeah, he does call me quite a bit.
I'm sure he does.
Mm.
I think it came up in a conversation. It was, after the whole stabbing mumbo jumbo. And, you can say a few things or two. You don't have to mean anything, but get to the people to say things. And that's what he brought up.
Interesting. Yeah, he does come across, I think the couple interrogations we've had with him, it's been rather fruitless. He expects us to say quite a bit, and he doesn't say too much. Or maybe he does. Here's the thing, Mr. White. When I look at an organization like the FACELESS, can we get, let's kind of cross that river first. That'll kind of set the tone for this conversation. Why do you work for the FACELESS?
Why do you think I work for the Faceless?
Like philosophically?
No, why do you assume I work for them?
I don't believe it to be an assumption. I mean, your fingerprints are over on like incidents spanning the last 9 months. As to why you've never been charged for it, it's because the previous director is a dumb fuck. And I don't know if he knows how to properly handle these situations. That's the real answer. Proof in the pudding being Silas Moreno getting thrown into prison.
Heard about that.
A little over 24 hours ago. Hunter getting scooped up rather with ease. Reports have amassed by probably 6x. So while I can understand from your perspective, it may seem like you've sort of gotten away clean for some time. Myself, Ruth, Blunt, you name it. We're actually capable. Most of us have been investigators for, at least a dozen years. So,
I believe that. I mean, I've told people that, listen, it's not the same as it used to be. These people know what they're doing. They know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, it's normal calls are rather boring. That's why we let local PD handle it. For us, law enforcement is about observation, report writing, these kind of interrogations like this. Trying to understand the psyche of the subject across the table, because as I understand that you might be a bit more twisted than we are with some of the things that we believe you have done. However, every individual in the state has an opportunity to change. Maybe not today, maybe not after this arrest, but you may begin to regret things. You deserve an out.
That what Brandon took?
Brandon,
Did you offer him an out?
It's funny you say that, because we were actually in the middle of scooping him up. So, he caught us dressing up. We're about to go scoop up Brandon. In fact, you might even see him in prison right after this.
Okay.
So, why do you work for the Faceless?
You know, it's been a while now, but there's one point I went to purgatory. I stayed in there for a long time.
Norman Bones.
Dealt with him a lot.
Good friend of mine.
I heard. I don't really have any feelings towards people anymore. I don't really care, to be completely honest. I'm not saying I work for the Faceless, but I don't think there's a single person that I really deeply care about anymore.
Did Norman... a long time ago, the ex-chief of police, he went by the name Sam Bass. He was a cornerstone of the police department. A lot of people thought highly of him. Others not so much. But as someone that has not worked very closely with him, he was one of the very reasons why the PD was as efficient as it ended up. But regardless, he made some mistakes. Some might even say he gave birth to Norman Bones. I mean, I don't mean pre-death Norman Bones, but post-death Norman Bones. His soul was taken He also went into purgatory, and when he came out, he wasn't the same. A lot of his emotions disappeared. You know what happened to him at the end?
Didn't he get blown up?
He did. One of the cornerstones of what led to the Sanguine War. Blown up by a bomb ushered in by a bunch of foreign terrorists and utilized by a bunch of their cells within the city. He went dying holding someone in his hands. His one true love. But outside of that, that man had no emotions left. So I can understand what may have happened to you. But what I'm trying to say is that what Norman may have imprinted on you isn't necessarily permanent. I myself have been cursed by him. And I got through that as well. So.
Maybe in the future I will too.
But if right now you don't care, then why do what you do for Charlie and in turn the Faceless? I mean, I've seen some of your work, right? You have to understand that you probably don't know the entire piece of the puzzle, but they do share information with us.
Your involvement with them goes way back.
How far back?
Since they came to the city. Started making a splash.
I don't think there needs to be a why to everything, to be completely honest.
I think there always is a why. There's a reason why I took this job. There's a reason Ruth took my offer. There's a reason why some people don't work here in Sassam. There's a reason why when I get up in the morning and go to Senor Buns, I make a choice. I too lack a lot of emotions, quite frankly. I think crying is cringe. Especially when it's adults. So those aspects of you, I very much respect. That shit just gets in the way. But even then, there are reasons, there are some emotions that make us make decisions, right? Does this thing taste good? Does that taste better? Whatever it might be. At some level, there is emotion in you. There must be. Because without it, you wouldn't be able to make any choices. When you get a phone call and you're told, hey, I need you to do something, you're making a choice. If you were indifferent, you would hang up. Maybe just stand there. There's something that drives you to go forth and do their bidding. The consequences, sure, you may not have any emotions tied to that, but there's a reason why you take the call. There's a reason why they keep involving you. And I don't just mean your expertise. You're sometimes a little difficult to track. People don't seem to blink twice looking at you, but we've noticed. Be it the camera, the surveillance. I mean, you're almost like Charlie's number 2 when it comes to that. Now, don't get me wrong. Whether it's yourself, Brandon, Hunter, etc., we have garnered some information People like to talk. Believe it or not, you three, maybe not as much as some of the others. Gangs like to yap. But we've been observing. Like, for example, that day at the observatory, what day was that, Ruth? Remember?
Ooh.
You weren't there that day, were you?
Me?
Yeah. Week and a half ago.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck happened at the observatory a week and a half ago?
You're asked
The
to take
27th.
27th? Yeah.
What happened on that day?
I think you
could
came to
remind me?
take some photos of the observatory, or maybe some things that you may have seen there.
The one Brandon called you about. I remember now.
No. You really don't like Brandon, do you?
Not a fan. I could say that out loud.
I'm starting to see that in this. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. No, you were, I think what was it? He got on a bike.
I was the one who even ran his plates.
You're the one who ran the plates?
Yeah,
he got on the bike and then you started going and then you jumped in the water and you got a little scuba tank on.
He was in the car. The other one was on the bike.
Yeah,
oh,
the car,
gotcha.
car. Yeah.
That was no one's fault but your own.
Oh, I'm not saying that me getting chased was not my fault. I mean, you know what I mean? But
you believe that we were
you were
tipped
told
off?
in advance. I do believe that.
You know what? Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. That didn't happen. But I take that as a compliment. And by I take it as a compliment, I mean our department.
A normal protocols cover, us getting tipped off, apparently.
Yeah. We're
that good.
You're definitely not wrong. You've been dealing with probably a ineffective police department for quite some time. Yeah, no, we don't respond to normal shit.
Is that why the other day you told me you were responding to a gang shooting? When obviously you weren't?
That's probably accurate, yeah. I don't know what that day was because I do like 15 different things a day, so. But I think I was waiting in front of
BCSO, I think.
It's very possible that you caught me on the one day that I needed a break. Oh, when you were waiting. I don't even remember what happened that day.
I have no idea. You just said fucking somebody gang shooting. I was like, okay, well,
I was
shit or something.
It's always something crazy, right? And
fair.
I start with 35 things on my list, and next thing you know, hey, I think we found Silas. Oh, hey, White's going and doing some weird shit over here. We gotta go take a look. Or like, hey, there's a scavenger hunt. Is there anything you want to talk about in regards to this warrant? Let's just get that out of the way because I'm more interesting shit to talk about. Can you read him the charges and then, Ruth, let's get that out of the way and then let's get into the interesting shit.
Yeah, so the charges for the Brandon incident is 1 times accomplice of attempted second-degree murder.
Oh, that's it, right?
That's it.
Okay.
Okay, I was waiting for. Okay.
Yeah. We were gonna do evading and all that because I do know you got on the boat. I do believe you got on a scuba tank. We ended up finding the boat over at quite frankly, we should have caught you, but like half the radio was like half cooked due to the whole VIP bullshit previously, which by the way, y'all would have had zero. Actually, we'll chat about that afterwards. How do you plead to those charges?
Not guilty.
Okay. And then today's charges there, Ruth, could you load them up and
Yes.
Don't do resisting.
Again,
He gave himself up. So
I was just gonna do possession of tampered firearm and second-degree possession of oxy.
okay.
Not guilty.
Okay. Easy. All right. Okay. Any questions about any of that, and then we can move on to the juice. Actually, and after that, I do want to talk to you about these particular warrants. I've had this conversation with Hunter. I think with y'all being probably the most exposed to this stuff, it's good to inform you of what they're all about. So any questions about the apprehension today, or any questions about the charges from the Brandon stabbing?
No.
Okay. So previously you had asked some questions in regards to you're not going to see these things that are being deemed invisible warrants sound like some cook shit some dumb fuck attorney might have referenced them as. But this is never going to be for anything petty. Anyone that is working close to the FACELESS or other terror and treason organizations may be subject to them. I know JJ, for example, has a lot of interest around that. Hunter, I had a pretty broad conversation with. I could have sworn I spoke to you about this. Didn't we speak about this on the phone like 2 days ago? You said you didn't give a fuck?
Not really. Yeah, I said you could just call me and I'd turn myself in.
I gotcha. Didn't you ask if you had one?
Yeah, because I knew I had one because this is
no.
I'm sure you probably have it fixed by now, but the day after that incident happened, I was told by I just assumed this was connected to a warrant, whatever. I was told by an officer that pulled me over that I was arrested that morning. I said, well, obviously I'm not. I'm literally right in front of you. He said, oh, there's an incident right here with 22 months and fucking whatever the fuck fine for accomplice to second degree, whatever the hell murder, whatever the charge is.
Officer said that?
Yep. When I was pulled over.
They probably saw shit they couldn't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of told him just to call you, but I don't know that you were around, or I don't really know. But I kind of just assumed that I had one the whole time.
No. I think there's a lot of like dumb fuck attorneys that are stirring some shit. So this is for like full transparency's sake. I don't want people with this area to be apprehended by some shitlord and then you put through the ringer. I want it handled by us so we can have these sort of conversations and you are appropriately charged. That's kind of the underlining basis of it. And I think the second, which
quick pause.
Yep.
All right, you're good to go.
All right, thank you. Same reason not everyone gets to go behind the glass.
It's also, it gives us an opportunity to talk.
Yes, that is correct. The second thing, I think there's probably some invisible shit. I'm gonna maybe JJ, but not everything that may turn into charges end up being charges, right? We may decide that we are uninterested in pressing something. So there's a lot more complexity involved than what might be pressed your way. But if you have any questions about them, we're more than willing to discuss.
I get it. I do, because I mean, I've been mischarged in the past multiple times, and cops got fired because of it. But I think it's better that you take care of some of the more important shit.
You don't want to
remember they got charged. They forgot to run my gun, and it actually shot the mayor.
Really?
Yeah, like it shot Nino back in the day, and they forgot to run the gun.
You're talking about my boss right there. So
yeah, they just never charged me with it. It was kind of crazy. Well, they got fired. It was a bad situation.
That's the kind of third reason around it. If it has something to do with like state matters, it needs to be done right. You don't want to put it on a stack of like 30 other things that nobody gives a fuck about.
Yeah, exactly.
But most of this comes with our intention, right? Rather transparently, if priorities did not dictate, we may not have pressed anything on you, quite frankly. But if you have an attorney, right, going forward, and you want a more, want them to have a discussion with us, we can certainly do that.
Okay.
But any other questions on like the past or, the island situation or whatnot? Otherwise, I want to move on to some of the more meaty stuff I wanted to discuss with you over the last 2 weeks.
Nah, I don't really have any questions about that.
Okay. All right. So, what was going on at the little party yesterday?
What are you talking about?
The big party that everyone attended.
I didn't go to a party yesterday.
I don't. Might not have been invited.
No, he was. He was on
Maybe
the bike.
not.
He was parked next to. He was parked next to. God damn it! The fucking orange vehicle. See, this is what happens when they don't put you on surveillance duty. You know what I mean? There's a whole gang Olympics yesterday, and everyone was participating. And Ruth and I unintentionally, like, we bumped into this guy. Whoops. We bump into this guy and into this cop, and we're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It was like dressed up all weird and whatever. It was like, "Oh yeah, there's like you gotta go like do X, Y, and Z." I'm like, "Oh okay." Noticed a bunch of cars. Thought they were related. We started driving down there. We're like, saw one person walking down, another person walking down, someone trying to hide their car in a fucking bush, and
Terribly.
I figured you would have known we were there because that was a car we were driving.
I wasn't there, so I have no idea. I think you must have got whatever bike you're talking about mixed up. I was not there.
You drove right.
I don't even own a bike.
You were wearing all white?
No.
See, I wouldn't
wasn't
have.
there. I don't think I own a bike.
Well, no, it was a stolen bike. Next to the orange van. By happenstance, you were driving, like we were going up because it was dark, right? But you went through like one of the actually, no, it wasn't dark. It was the light, like the sun was just coming up. I was going up westbound, a little road by next to the Up and Adam that goes towards the Estrelon. I took a drive right up that way as you were leaving, and I clearly saw you as you passed by. You were wearing all white, and you were on this bike that we had documented about 15 minutes prior. But let's just say you weren't there. So you didn't attend any meeting yesterday or party or whatever? Because a lot of people were dressed up.
I didn't know anything about that.
Oh, okay. I see. All right. We can go on to the next question. Do you know Silas Moreno?
I've heard the name, but I don't know him personally now.
Okay.
I know you went to prison yesterday or the day before.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about that, but I mean, other than that, I don't know who he is, what he looks like. I just see the name on the fucking warrant page at the courthouse.
Trying to think. I mean, I don't know how much I'm more Ruth, do you have any questions for him? Let me kind of think about what I want to ask here, Fred.
I do have one.
I wasn't
going back
expecting to bump into him today. I'm going to be honest, but
yeah, that was,
I felt bad. It's been so long.
we've been trying to, and I kept getting pushed down.
Yeah.
I've been very interested in speaking to you, in particular, about just over 365 days ago. Incident at Humane Labs. What happened there with all the military vehicles?
You said it was over a year ago?
Over a year ago.
Damn.
A year ago, October 13th.
What happened? Like, what was? Give me a little bit more context on it.
You know, believed doctor might have been shot, military vehicles all over the place, big firefight.
Can't say I remember
I mean,
much
I
from that.
believe you would have been hit pretty hard with the amount of blood.
You said it was at Humane Labs. There was a doctor and the military.
I mean, it wasn't the actual military, but military weaponry. There was manchezes, armored SUVs.
Oh, I remember getting transported in the armor SUV to the prison one time. Had guns on the front. It was crazy. No,
You don't recall anything about that day?
Not really. It's so long ago. I don't really remember.
Convenient.
Man, I really wish you would have admitted you're at that party yesterday. Because I had some questions about Edgar. And my biggest question here is why the fuck is Edgar de Castillo rubbing shoulders with the fucking Faceless again? He burned his entire fucking life down only to show up. And I do plan to ask him directly. But I was sort of hoping to hear from you, mostly because you knew him longer than most others.
I have known Edgar for a long time. I haven't spoken to him in a long time, to be fair.
But I'm sure you're aware that, you know, Edgar very much cut ties with the Faceless.
Well, last time I heard, he went to Babylon and then he got kicked out.
It's very Edgar of him, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like I told him that's exactly what was going to happen.
How does it... Never mind. If you were more of a more abrasive, I would have asked how does it taste, but I'll save that for like Brandon or maybe JJ. Because some reason Edgar really likes the taste of that blue popsicle. I don't quite understand it.
I don't know that anybody will ever understand Edgar. I don't know that he understands himself.
Why do you think people gravitate towards them? I'll tell you what
I think he can sell things. He's good at selling things.
Edgar?
And he's got enough, he's got enough people around him that just kind of are on their knees constantly.
But isn't that what the blue man does?
I was gonna say that sounds very similar.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Your knees must be pretty sore for how long you've been working for them.
To be fair, the Faceless have more to offer, right? Be it guns, be it money, be it opportunity. For some, maybe filling a void. But the one question that I always come back to is, and I want you to think about this: how many gangs are in the city? Quite a bit, right? Some smaller than others. Some consider themselves friend groups. But at some point in time, they're working together, and any one of them can screw over the next. Some might even bring up your name as an example, right? Or each other. And that's the bit that just is very strange. It's almost like a false sense of power that the Faceless provide.
Trying to say that, somebody could, go to the cops with information. Always a possibility.
They do. Quite a few.
Especially recently.
Now that I'm in charge, that is very true.
I mean, when you hit somebody with, hey, you're going to get life in prison. I mean, some people aren't about it.
Well, what would life in prison really look like? It's not even necessarily about that. I don't think it's the life thing. It comes back once again to power.
How so?
Because the Faceless is just an opportunity to make your gang stronger. And others look at them and say, I need that. Because that's how the dynamic of San Andreas is. I mean, it happens not just between gangs and criminals. It happens within police departments. It happens amongst the politicians. How do you gain more power than the next? How does my gang, how are they going to be stronger than the next one? Faceless might provide an opportunity, but at the very same time, they may be giving more to the other than to them. Some people use the police. Do I want my gang affected today? Do I want them to get raided? Do I want them to be classified a certain way? Or am I going to throw this other person or this other group under the bus?
What if somebody doesn't have a gang? Somebody's just, an individual. What do they get from it if it's not to avoid life? So I've been trying to wrap my head around that for, a little while. I just don't quite get it.
You mean what I'm putting forth, or do you mean in general? What do you do as a individual that has nothing?
No, I mean, if it's not, like you said, to avoid your gang or whatever happening, or if it's to get more power by working with the police. If it's not about that, then what is it about? Are you just a rat to rat?
I don't think anyone in the city rats to rat. More often than not, it's people realizing that law enforcement is your best option. It's either you or them, right? People are very possessive. They don't want to lose their properties. They don't want to get their doors kicked in. They don't want the inconveniences surrounding it. I think there's a series of reasons, quite frankly. It kind of depends. I mean, even during this conversation, you've spoken quite a bit about Brandon. It's kind of, some might look at that as ratting.
Would they? Saying somebody's a rat?
Well, yeah. I mean, it sort of.
I mean, he talks directly to you. You know that.
You're
Not
talking
new information
directly
to you.
You're talking directly to me right now.
I am.
And I think
I'm not
Rats.
the one who called you and told you about Silas, was I?
You think he called us about Silas?
If the shit stinks.
um.
I mean, you can deny it. I'm not gonna, be like, oh, I'll argue with you about it.
No, and I get that, but and I appreciate it. Did Brandon know about Silas's whereabouts?
Is that a question for me?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no fucking idea. I haven't talked with Brandon. I don't talk with Silas. How the fuck would I know?
Well, I'm. You said that Brandon ratted out Silas. I mean, that implies Brandon would have known his whereabouts.
I'm just stating what happened.
Interesting. How long has Brandon been working for the Faceless?
I have no idea.
Was it 1 month, 2 months?
I couldn't tell you. I literally have no idea.
Okay. Has Brandon spoken to you about him working with Silas?
I don't speak with Brandon.
Have you heard anything about Brandon being involved with the bombing of the courthouse?
I've never heard anything about that.
You didn't know about the bombing of the courthouse?
I saw it in the paper. I believe there's an article about some shit like that.
I got you. What led you to believe that Brandon knew about Silas's whereabouts?
I never said he knew about where his whereabouts were.
Well, what would you mean then he ratted out Silas?
Exactly what I said.
Well, what would there have been to rat out if not where he was residing?
I don't know. You know the answer to that, but I don't.
I'm aware of phone calls with Silas to Brandon.
Or was there?
Also aware of some of your phone calls as well there, Mr. White. But
too.
well, Charlie for one. But I'm trying to understand your meaning between if what you mean by Brandon ratting out Silas, if you're saying you never said that Brandon,
I mean, all I said was that he ratted him out.
Right.
That's all I said.
But what
And
other meaning would
you
there
know
be?
that to be true.
But what other meaning would there be other than Brandon knowing where Silas was?
I mean, what did he tell you?
I don't believe he did, which is what's got me curious.
Interesting.
Do you I understand that some of these answers to some of these questions might be a little difficult because, you know, you're claiming you don't really know too much about Silas, didn't know about the bombing, and despite most evidence kind of pointing at you having worked with Charlie for some time, including during the period of the bombing, we're aware of you being pretty tightly knit with the Faceless's sort of intelligence operations, we could call it. We've seen some of the photographs, some of which were given to us by Mr. Blue or Charlie or whatever their entities are, as kind of a look how powerful we are. So with us knowing all of that, when you make that statement, that really makes me believe that you knew more about Silas than you're leading on. But more specifically in this
never
case,
spoken to Silas in my life.
well, I believe that I'll believe. But speaking to him and knowing about his conditions is two different things, right? But more particularly, you really got me on this Brandon situation. Do you have reason to believe that Brandon was aiding and abetting Silas Moreno? I'll just ask you that direct.
No, I never said that.
Okay.
All I said was that he ratted him out. Whatever that means to you, that's what it means to you. That's all I said. You know exactly what he told you because obviously.
So you want us to, you think, look, I want to make this clear. We don't need this recording. There's a reason why there's only marshals beyond that window. Is there anything else that you think he may have ratted on?
Nothing specific comes to mind. I know he's spoken with you quite often and told you many a thing, but nothing specific.
Do you think he ratted out the mission with the sniper rifles? The one that you and Hunter
I
were
don't even know
involved
what mission you're talking about.
in? With Blackwell.
When was this?
Ruth, do you remember what the date was?
It was. It was fairly recent, like 3 weeks ago.
We weren't able to get to you. We sent Blackstone to do a false drop at LSIA. You and Hunter were spotted with Air One heat signatures.
Oh, it was the day Brandon was stabbed, the 21st.
Oh, it was that day. Yeah. That's why I asked the question about, is it because he fucked up? Right.
I'm not sure what you're talking about when it comes to airports.
I got
whatever
you.
the fuck you're talking about.
So is there anything else that you think Brandon might have told us?
I have no idea.
What about Hunter? What do you think he's told us?
I don't know. I wasn't in the room when he got interrogated.
What about
Anybody
Misha?
could have told you anything.
Andre Tyson?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I mean, I would have no idea anybody has said anything to you. You could list off any fucking name.
Except for
I still would
Brandon.
have no idea.
Brandon's definitely a rat, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That motherfucker's a rat. Sleeps where he shits. He's a rat.
I thought you didn't have any emotion.
What's emotional about that? A rat's a rat.
Well, lack of emotion means like neutrality, right? Not having feelings, but this one's got you a bit agitated.
Does it? You just keep asking the same question for like 20 times in a different way.
It is. I'm hoping to have you kind of recognize what's happening here. I think deep down there is some emotion.
Could be.
And I think at some level, you're beginning to realize the game. Right?
What game?
Do you have any other questions for him, Ruth?
I do not.
Okay. Any questions for us, Mr. White?
I don't think so.
All right. If we send Brandon up, are we gonna have to be worried you're gonna hurt him or something?
Nah, I got like 22 months or some shit, right? Oh no, it's shit from today. How long I got? I should be fine.
The possession charges is 65 months.
Do you mind if we, when we interrogate Brandon, that we bring up, do you think he's a rat? I'm only asking. I wouldn't do it unless you gave us permission.
I mean, you can tell him whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Is that why Tolly Marks made that twat?
Wait, what? Have an ADMC tally? Tally? Who? Wait. Who? What twat? What are you talking about?
During the party yesterday. You just made me realize, because I'm sort of like thinking back at everything that happened over the last 24 hours. She twatted something.
I have no idea. I don't look on fucking Twitter. Too much of like, I miss her and shit like that. I can't stand that shit.
Yep. I saw a robot
start blocking people. That's fucked.
Saw a robot getting hot and bothered earlier today, so
yeah, it's something.
One fucking expensive dildo. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording here at 5:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much, Mr. White. Okay, all right. We'll get you all charged up and whatnot. I gotta say though, why not completely fuck him over? He's gonna be facing, I think, like, I don't know, a series of charges, some of which, quite frankly, we have insufficient reports for. But man's gonna be up there for a while.
With the possession situation, it's
we gotta
like
get
normal
somebody
from
to
here,
seize his
right?
possessions.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think it auto takes it from the DOC. No, here, we'll
figured
grab
it would.
someone. Just, you know what? Do you want to
All right,
experiment?
I'm gonna get him
Up
built
to you.
up while we
Yeah,
let's do
probably
an
not.
experiment.
Probably
Okay.
not.
All right. Hang tight.
All right, I'm gonna get you build while we're figuring that out.
Oh, Riker.
All right,
Beautiful. Could you seize his stuff? Could you, the front desk has his shit.
Yeah,
but if you could
take
just
the bag and like throw it at the prison or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, what's interesting, chat, is
Hold on. Cheers, cool, sorry.
functionally
All right,
speaking,
here's your
Fred
fine
has
for
given us
possessions
as much as
today.
Brandon has.
It's gonna be another $16,000.
And some of y'all may not recognize this. Brandon, it's accurate to say Brandon has been
All right, you're
trying
gonna be
to
going
be
up
a
for
rat
65 months.
Sounds good.
Frederick literally just told
Anything you
us
need before you go?
that Brandon is
No,
guilty.
Take care.
Holy fuck. Okay, can I just say this? He ratted out Brandon.
Oh, I mean, we could get Brandon on aiding and abetting now.
Yes. That's man. That's
I was gonna write that down actually. I was like, holy shit. we
yeah.
got aiding and abetting.
Yeah. Oh fuck. That should be on Brandon's charges. I think because yeah.
Make a call real quick. I'll see if I can get someone to get that sorted for you. All right. No worries, mate.
That was a good interrogation. You know, he's more or less said, I'm part of the FACELESS. I'll distill everything. More or less said he's inferred that he's part of the FACELESS, more or less. You know, he's not going to say too much in the affirmative, right? But it's all about reading between the lines. But, you know, he doesn't give a shit about Brandon. Apparently hasn't for a while. For whatever reason, I believe they've been kind of made to work together. Probably because they worked with the FACELESS all the way back during
Like
three
they're
POS.
two of the first ones, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
even though as like from a gang perspective, they split, right? The 3 POS split, but Edgar.
I wanted to ask him about the Bobby book.
No. That's a good thing you didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna text you to bring that up, but I forgot about it.
I'd say it's that those are good questions for him, but I think there would have been too much risk, right? I think we need to get more out because he's an unreliable source, right?
Yeah.
He's someone that when we interrogate, I purposely brought up shit that I want him to know. You know what I mean? The Brandon stuff was so good though. Holy shit. I mean, Brandon's dead anyways, but holy fuck, we can probably charge him with aiding and abetting.
Yeah. Just based on that, we can bring up the interrogation and use that as evidence.
Yes, exactly.
Because he directly said it, and then he backtracked trying to say he didn't say it.
Yeah, I was like, what else would that mean? What else could he have ratted on? Which further underlines that he probably saw the text messages and he came to that conclusion.
Yep.
Which is amazing. You know what? We should get Mr. Blue to check my phone calls with White. Because believe it or not, you ready for this? On those same days, me and White also spoke. I'm not even kidding. I believe me and I always like. Oh man.
Did we stumble into something when we shouldn't have when we were doing Gang Olympics yesterday, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah.
What did we stumble
Honestly, it worked
into?
out. We stopped to talk to you, and then that allowed us to stumble into we don't even know yet.
Okay, all right. Fuck. Sorry. We were given a book with pictures of locations on it. We had to figure out where the locations were. I thought it was somewhere in Vinewood, so I was just driving around Vinewood looking for something that matched.
Listen, we might have got rolled up on in the Marshall vehicle, and I went, "Are you looking for the same location? Do you know where it is?" Trying to pretend we were doing it because we ran into you.
All right, as long as I didn't ruin anything.
No. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have known.
We stopped. Yeah.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah.
We didn't even know about it.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it was like kind of like, damn, people are all over this place for that game. And then I think it's as we drove through, the realization set in, right? Just based on who was walking around. And
because we thought it could have been like a bunch of people up there for Gang Olympics until we pieced together the who, and it didn't make sense.
Okay. Gotcha.
I do think we should go back because I could have sworn I saw him. But there's a possibility
I think you called him
didn't.
out, but we did not get a plate. Like he didn't have a vehicle there.
Okay. Or maybe I did run it and I just got to look through my shit. Either way, we're going to believe he went there, right? So
Yeah. He doesn't even seem, the hard part was egotistical. I was hoping if he said he wasn't invited, he'd be like, I was, like, try to be important, but he doesn't seem like he has an ego like most people.
Oh. Radio check.
10-2.
We just sent up Frederick White for about like 25 months related to some, serious shit. So might want to keep an eye on him.
Copy that. I think we have received them. Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah, easy. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I mean, there's no way he wasn't there. I mean, it doesn't matter if he admits it or not.
I mean, if Edgar's there, there's no way he's there.
Hey, yo, the fact that Edgar was there is crazy. I think over time, White's gonna warm up. I
mean, he had said, like, this is literally the first time he's been spoken to about any of this.
Yeah, that is true. I'm shocked at how much they don't fuck with each other. Like, they're like, for certain, this guy's a rat. I'm gonna say it. It's confirmation bias, right? Well,
I mean, the reason we
okay,
came
and
across
Brandon's
White
a
and
dumb
Hunter,
fuck. Let's be real.
The reason we came across White and Hunter during that transport had nothing to do with Brandon. But they're convinced he snitched on that.
Like, Brandon would have taken out the fucking VIP alone during that setup we had. Hell no. Like, hell no.
Like, they set him up to be a rat, almost.
I guess that kind of confirms what we theorized about the Vineyard shooting. They're just assigned a squad, and they just deal with it, right? It's only one person putting together a squad.
Yeah.
They don't pick their associates for each individual mission.
I'm curious the morality of setting it up for White to be a snitch and see what comes of it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he already did. I mean, the thing is, like...
He did on accident, but, like, normally we'd cover for that. Like, what if we let that get out?
Oh... Well, no. I mean, I kind of already have been, right? Okay. No. We shouldn't say White, ever. That would be wrong.
Right.
But he gave permission. But it should only be like in a controlled environment that's recorded, right? I think if we, you may have picked up on this during the interrogations, but I always have that idea linger in the back of their mind in the same way I went through the names, right? Because the real reality is that everybody does rat. It's just about when it's convenient. Forehead does it. Fucking Lippy will do it. Literally everybody. It's all about what we can do to empower them over someone else, right? And yeah, we need to make sure these reports are tight, I think.
Yeah, so it needs your statement on, because I didn't see when you first made like verbal contact what you said to him. So in the martial warrant, need summary of the verbal contact.
Yep.
As well as the incident, need your statement.
White apprehension. Okay, let me do this first. Yeah, I'm always afraid if we don't do this now, another fire alarm is gonna go off.
Yeah, I was actually gonna bring this up to you that I wanted to get this done quickly.
Statement. What was the road we were on? Morningwood, right?
Yeah, I think it's Morningwood. It's the Morningwood clothing store. technically Cougar Ave.
All right, I'm gonna go 42, guys. I shall probably see you tomorrow. Work never stops.
Have a good night.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. Wait, did you put your statement in here?
Yeah, I'm trying to work on it right now. My MDT's fighting me.
Oh, I need to go get a drink. Just have to check what these magazines are real quick. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, saving Brandon is important, but not at what cost. Beep, beep, beep. Oxy interrogation. We'll go ahead and place that there. Backup units were called to move Mr. Okay. Okay. Boom, boom. I'm gonna add the photos as well.
Did you add, so the verbal contact, was that made like when you walked up there, you just said, hey, you want to come in for your warrant?
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. We should reference all these too. Oh, you did already. Good. And let me double check this. Brandon stabbing. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Well, that was convenient.
Crazy thing I needed to change.
When the Watchers watch.
You think White or Smith is still alive? Goddamn full letter.
We'll find out, but I need like a minute. Before we'll be around a little longer if you need. I think we prioritize Frank.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm actually worried about them based on intel, like something's happening.
Yeah, I agree.